Hello, inmates. Welcome back to Twisted Chamber. I'm Kat.
I'm Natasha. Welcome back.
Hope you guys have had a good week.
Yeah, we've had a good week. It's so hot this week, right? It's lovely. It's like being abroad.
But by the time we upload this, the weather might not be so nice.
Actually, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
The weather might not be so nice.
I'm gonna say we are pre-recording. Because I am going to see my fiance after
Lovely.
4 or 5 months of being apart again. I'm going back over to see him for about 3.5 weeks. So these will be pre-recorded. So we don't know what's happening in the world when we're recording this.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
So
no,
we have our little chamber dog over here chilling out.
She's chilling out. She may interrupt, but that is okay.
Yeah,
because she's just cute.
She's the bestest. Oh, I know. My dog looks like Falcor, and I love it. It is so cute.
So cute. She's such a cute doggy. But yes.
Wow. I have a case today. It was a lot. It was, everyone. It was some angry thoughts.
Oh.
And some weird behaviors, very weird behaviors.
I love a weird behavior.
Yeah. So
okay.
I think I'm gonna get into it. Let's go for it. Some parental advisory is advised. Please don't let your children listen to this. This is very
graphic.
Yeah, some of the things that happened were very, very graphic. So.
Okay, I'm excited. Love graphic. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
So this has to do with the Herman family, right? Which is Tina, mom, she's 32. Sarah Maynard, daughter, 13. And Cody Maynard, son, 10, right? That is the family. She's a single mom. Okay. Tina was a single mom doing everything she could to take care of her children. She worked at Dairy Queen and was never late for a shift. On November 10th, 2009 or 2010 in Mount Vernon, Ohio. Ohio. It started out like any other day. Cliche. I know. Tina was running errands before her shift and came home with bags of groceries, but unfortunately, she wouldn't even be able to put them away. She was ambushed and attacked by a strange man that had broken into her home. He tried to beat her to death with a blackjack weapon. Right now, a blackjack weapon. I had to look this up because I didn't know what this was.
I have no idea.
Is a group of weapons that are short, concealable, and weighted, usually filled with lead powder, molded lead clay, or a lead shot to constitute an effective like bludgeoning. Yeah. So yeah, when you're beating someone to death. So it's a device basically to bludgeon someone to death. Lovely. So now you know, a blackjack weapon. Not long after this attack, Tina had arranged for her friend and neighbor, Stephanie Sprang, to come over and help her pack because she was in the process of moving. This man then attacked Stephanie. They were both brutally bludgeoned and stabbed to death.
Wow. Wow.
He then dragged their bodies to the bathroom to start dismembering their corpses. Oh, horrible.
I always think dismembering, it's not like cutting food. You have to saw.
It's very intimate. And to go through, going through with that, I mean, it's warm. You know, there's going to be some smells. There's going to be things because when you open up a dead body, the smell apparently is really awful. Anyways, so he's in the bathroom and he's dismembering Tina and he's dismembering Stephanie. When the kids returned home from school, he ran at them. Cody was brutally stabbed to death, and Sarah ran to her room and locked the door. But unfortunately, this monster kicked her door down, taped her hands, and blindfolded her.
Oh, how old was she again?
She's 13 years old.
Oh, wow.
She's 13. The monster who has just wiped out a whole family, a dog as well. The man killed the dog. No. A friend, his name was Matthew Hoffman. So this Matthew Hoffman, right? Matthew had been watching the house and had decided to take advantage of Sarah, but wasn't expecting the others to come home. So he murdered to get what he wanted. He wanted Sarah the whole time. He had staked the house out. He was watching what they were consistently doing, and his plan was to go into the house, have his way with Sarah, or kidnap her, and you know, and all the other things happened. That's how he said it happened, right? It was an escalation process, right? He put all the dismembered body parts in garbage bags and threw Sarah next to them as he drove Tina's truck to his car at another location. He then disposed of the bodies and took Sarah to his house.
Wow.
Could you imagine, as a 13-year-old kid, getting your whole family murdered right in front of you? Obviously, there was blood everywhere. There was blood all over the scene at the house. And then he's going to put you right next to all the cut up body parts in garbage bags and then drive to his car.
That terrible.
Then put, yeah, you know, awful. Awful. Now Tina's coworker called the police because Tina was late for work, and she wanted them to do a welfare check, right? Now Tina, like I said in the beginning, she's never been late for a shift. She's always on time at the Dairy Queen, you know, so obviously something was wrong because she hadn't heard from her in ages. They went and knocked, but saw no car, and just assumed they had gone away for the weekend, so they left. It was a whole nother day before, you know, the next day, when she didn't show up again, her coworker decided to stop by and let herself in.
Wow. Oh my God.
There it is. There it is.
Oh my God.
She was met with a gruesome scene. There was blood everywhere, but no one was there. They had vanished. So there is a scene. I mean, there's drag marks. There's blood spattered all over the walls. It's pretty bad. I'll try to find some pictures and I'll post them on our Instagram page, you know, when this episode comes out. But yeah, it was a very, very disgusting thing to see. The police found a Walmart bag with tarps inside of the house. So they looked at every Walmart nearby to see who had purchased these things. And they discovered that Matthew had purchased the same items. So he's caught on CCTV or, you know, private cameras at Walmart buying all these things. And I mean, the videos, right? I've watched the videos, and he walks in like nothing, like he's just going to shop. Could you imagine going into a store and going, right, I need to get all those things for the murder I'm going to be doing like later on.
And everything to go into that is just insane.
When they went to his house, they were all surprised by what they saw. Very weird home decor, I might add.
Oh my God, what kind of home decor? What kind of home?
His house was covered in leaves.
What?
Leaves from trees. Leaves. Yeah. In a pile in the living room. I mean, there's a pile of leaves in the living room. Filled bags stacked on the walls in rooms. I mean, massive, like Walmart bags.
Just of leaves.
And I mean, full of leaves. Wow. Stacked on the walls in this house.
Wow.
you know, so there are leaves everywhere. Sarah was tied up in the basement on a bed of leaves. Now look,
I didn't mean to laugh.
Poor Sarah went through awful things with her captor.
No.
He sexually assaulted her and was only feeding her cereal with spoiled milk.
Oh no.
What an asshole. You can't go down to the store and get some milk. No, you want to put this girl through more horrible things. Yeah. Now, Matthew had a condition.
Okay. Yes, clearly.
If you can call it that, okay, he had a condition.
Okay.
It's called now if I get this wrong, I do apologize. Dendrophilia. Basically means the love of trees.
Wow, there's a love of trees.
People who are sexually attracted and aroused by trees. I don't mean to laugh. This is a very serious case. But my sense of humor is very dark. Okay, and all I'm seeing is a very sad man who collects leaves in his house and is a weirdo. The neighbors thought he was crazy. Apparently, he's been known to catch and eat squirrels on a regular basis in the neighborhood.
Squirrels.
Yeah, squirrels. I know.
No.
He's a very odd young man.
Very odd.
And he's in his 30s, by the way.
Okay.
I didn't mention this Matthew Hoffman is in his 30s. He's not an old man who's crazy
or a young idiot.
You know, it's yeah. Matthew was a freak. Yes, he was. He was a freak. He was questioned by police as to where the others were. And when he finally said where they were, police were perplexed. He had stuffed all 3 of the dismembered bodies in a tree. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm laughing.
Oh,
but in a tree.
In a tree.
In a tree.
Of course he would. Like.
So obviously, in a psychology type of mindset of his dendrophilia, he got off on the fact that he put all 3 bodies in that tree, in that one tree.
In one tree.
Had to climb a ladder up to the top of this tree, and this tree, how it is, I'll try to see if I can get a picture of that. The top of it had like a hole, and the hole went all the way down into the bottom of the core of the tree, and it was all hollowed out.
Wow.
So they don't know if he hollowed that out. You know what I mean? But it looks like it's natural. But see, I always think, well, how does a tree lose the inside? Or maybe it was done that way. I don't know. But it's very odd. Very odd.
Yes.
So they found all 3 of those, Tina, Stephanie, and Cody. They were all in the tree.
Wow.
Now, Matthew Hoffman pled guilty and was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
Good.
Yeah, good. See you later. Lock up the key. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Go have sex with trees in prison, bitch. Go. Do not hurt people.
No, don't
What is your problem?
Yeah, don't hurt people.
But with that verdict, Sarah will never bring back the people that she lost.
No.
So is it worth it? No. No verdict, no court system is going to give you the amount of time that you want for something that's been done to you horribly, right?
Yeah, there's no amount of anything for that. There's none.
But how crazy is this
That's
case?
crazy. That is a crazy case.
Just
how it, for me, he obviously fucking weirdo, of course. The planning that went into that. If he, when you say about the hollowing out the tree, now I have seen that before. Now I think sometimes they could be rotten on the inside, and I think bugs sometimes eat them and they get hollow. But even if he had to dig some of it out, like even if that wasn't the case, and that would have been some premeditated fucked up shit to find the family, knowing how to get into them. For me, it's getting in the house.
Matthew Hoffman, he had gone to prison before.
Oh.
He went to prison for theft.
Oh, so
he burnt the house down.
Wow.
And went to prison because he was trying to hide evidence. I think there were 3 houses that burned down after that fact. So
so he was handy with a lockpick.
And you go to prison for a while and you are around horrible people and you get ideas that you probably shouldn't. And there's a lot of child molesters out there,
and who knows what happened to him in prison.
Well,
did he drop
there's
the soap?
still no excuse.
There is still no excuse. No. Of course not. But there are definitely key influential factors that could play a massive role in that, because he's fucking weird. Well,
dendrophilia, if I say it wrong, I'm telling you, that's a hard word to say.
Just when you have people that are in love with trees or sexually aroused by an exhaust pipe, or somebody married a train station, marry it. Don't stuff people's bodies into it or hurt a child in the leaves. That must have been awful.
I mean, the house. I mean, it's insane to look at. The piles are huge. This isn't just a little bit of leaves. This was him out for hours and hours in a day, collecting, gathering leaves. I wonder if he rolled around to put it in his house as what, decoration?
And if they were in bags, what was he doing with them? Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
That poor child.
That poor kid.
Absolutely terrible. That's messed up for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah.
That's not coming.
You're not. Yeah, it's not going to be nice for you. But hey, we got Buddha. We got Buddha to take care of it.
Do you know what? It's funny because there's so many supernatural things that people say are really scary, and people are scared of the dark, and people are scared of ghosts. But sometimes the humans are just as bad as demons.
Hey, it's hard to scare me, right, guys? It's hard to scare me, but let me tell you, humans scare me.
Humans are awful.
The living freak me out, which is why I love doing cases like this. These people exist.
Yeah.
These people exist. They're your next door neighbor.
Yeah.
Right? This is why you can't trust people. This is why.
Oh,
it is. Could you imagine the neighbor down the road from your house getting
done for like?
Come on, and then knowing that you opened the door to like a leaf factory inside.
Some man in there with his intent to. I don't know.
Well, he's obviously masturbating to leaves. The man has dendrophilia.
He was rolling.
And there's a name for it. That's why I was really surprised. I didn't think that there was, obviously there's a name for everything, but
there's definitely a name for a weird tree guy.
Yeah.
Who's a murderer and who
a gruesome one at that. Bludgeoned and stabbed to death.
And when the friend comes home and he charges at them, that must have been because a lot of killers, everything's planned. He obviously planned the whole thing. So that was an interruption that he was not expecting. So I'm wondering whether that was...
Well, Tina wasn't dead at that time.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I have to say. Sometimes I forget little information, which is why you have to watch the entire video. So when he attacked Tina at first, he bludgeoned her, but she was not dead. He tried to kill her by beating her to death. And then Stephanie walked in. She was charged. He stabbed her and went back for Tina and stabbed her to death, and then dragged their bodies to the bathroom where he cut them up into little pieces.
Wow. So that was a messy kill.
Oh, it was messy. The bathrooms were full of blood, everything.
Wow. You can almost hear that. You can almost, when you say bludgeoned and stabbed, I can almost see the anger that he would have had. There would have been so much anger.
Yeah.
So much anger.
That's not a normal human.
It's
You
not
need to
normal.
lock them away
You
and
need to
throw that key away.
They should have a special prison for people
Yeah.
like him.
I agree.
Deep down.
Yep.
In dungeons.
See ya.
No
Night, night.
daylight, nothing.
Yeah.
Just all by yourself.
Yep.
With crushed up leaves.
Yeah. There you go. Now you can eat them. And love them.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, it was a freaky case. So I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Hope so. Give us your opinion at twistedchamber@yahoo.com. Any opinions? If you've heard of this case before, if you've heard of any other weird leaf loving.
Yeah, or if I missed information, or you guys want to comment on how weird this case is and other weird sexual fetishes like dendrophilia.
Yeah, or the lady that married the train station.
Yeah,
whatever
floats your boat.
Yeah, check out our Instagram page, Twisted Chamber. So Kat's gonna upload some of the photos for this case.
Yes.
So have a little look on there to see what a wall of leaves and destruction is in this man's house.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's just weird.
Yes.
It's weird.
So weird.
Yeah.
So awful.
Well, that's it for today,
everybody.
My little inmates.
We will let you go now, but next time we might not be so lucky. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.